Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tutorial Tuesday here on Linkarati. My name is Andrew Dennis, and I am a staff writer here at Linkarati. And today I want to talk to you about Crowdfire, which is a social media tool and one that I'm quite familiar with. I use it pretty much every day. And today the process I want to walk through is how to manage your Twitter audience with Crowdfire. So since we're managing our Twitter audience, we're going to go ahead and sign in with Twitter here. I'm at crowdfire.com. This is kind of the login page. When I do that, it's going to ask me to authorize the app to use my account, so I just have to sign into Twitter real quick here. Pretty easy. Sign in. There we go. Now it's redirecting me back to Crowdfire. And okay, so the first page you kind of land on here is this non-followers page, and what this is pretty self-explanatory. These are my non-followers, accounts that I'm currently following on Twitter but are not following me back. Unfortunately, Snoop Dogg is not following me yet, but I remain hopeful that they will soon come. But there's a lot of helpful information here that you can use. First I want to talk about whitelisting. This whitelist function is something you can do so if I wanted to whitelist Snoop, that sends him here to the whitelist section. So he's not going to pop up on any of these other sections, and that's something you can do for accounts that you know you want to follow regardless of if they're following you or not. Just put them there in the whitelist. And then also you can reply, so you can send tweets right here within Crowdfire, or add to list, which is nice if you're a big fan of Twitter lists. This makes it really easy to add these accounts to your custom lists. You can also see when the last tweet was sent. Here's 10 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 17 hours ago, which will help you kind of gauge how active accounts are. You can also, right now it's sorted from oldest to first. You can switch to newest first, which is just kind of your preference if you want to have the newest accounts on top or the oldest. It's either way. That lets you choose there. Then this big red button here is to unfollow. So if I decided I didn't want to follow at NBA anymore, I could just click this red button and then I'd unfollow pretty easily. And then conversely, we can jump over here to the fans page, which is kind of just the opposite of non-followers. These are accounts that are following me, but I'm not following them back. Again, pretty similar, message reply, add to list. Instead of whitelisting, you have the blacklist option, which would send them to the blacklist section. I have a blacklisted account here. It's a spam account. Go view my hot profile. That's not an account I want to interact with, so they are blacklisted. This section, though, if you do have fans that are legitimate profiles that you want to connect with, it's good to regularly check this section. So you can come here and click this green follow button, and you can follow them back and start building that relationship. Then you have the recent unfollowers section. This is my most used section, the one that I pretty much touch every day just to check in on. Shows all the accounts that have recently unfollowed me, and this is helpful because there's a lot of profiles out there that will follow you just to get a follow back, and then a few days, maybe a week later, they unfollow you so that they can inflate their follower versus following ratio. It's just not a legitimate way to interact on Twitter, so these are not profiles that you want to follow. So you can see here, a lot of these are already profiles I'm not following. Now Crowdfire will tell me that right here, you don't follow, you don't follow, you don't follow. But if I go down here far enough, I can find some of these profiles that I am following. This one even refollowed me, but I can see they unfollowed me here on October 11th, and so maybe this is not someone I want to follow anymore. All I got to do is click this red button, and they have been unfollowed. Again, this is just helpful for kind of pruning your audience, making sure you're actually connected with the accounts you want to be connected with, active, legitimate profiles. And then recent followers, this is similar to, instead of recent unfollowers, these are recent followers, which, most of these profiles you're going to see here in the fans section. And as you notice, there's these numbers next to each section, which just tells you how many profiles are there: 405 non-followers, 646 fans, so on and so forth. And the next section I want to jump down to here is the copy followers section, which is an interesting function of Crowdfire, which allows you to kind of populate the audiences of different profiles. You just search by username, and it'll pull up all the profiles that follow that person, which is pretty good if you're looking to grow your audience. You can maybe search for influencers. So like here in the SEO industry, Rand Fishkin is a big time guy, so we'll check out who's following him here, and then, so yep, see, pops up all these are profiles following Rand, and I'm sure I could find some relevant profiles that would have some crossover for me to follow as well. That's not the only way to find new profiles and grow your audience through Crowdfire. You can also use keywords or hashtags. Again, as an example, I can search SEO. Pops up different profiles relevant to SEO, and even can apply a location filter, which here in Boise. Can do that and see if there's any sort of profiles here in Boise, Meridian, Boise. These are profiles that are relevant to SEO and near me, so probably some legitimate connections I can make here. It's a pretty helpful little part of Crowdfire. And then finally, I want to jump over here to the friend check section, which is just kind of a way to check in and see like who's connected with who in your industry. You can search for a username. So again, let's do Rand Fishkin. Let's see if he is following heavy hitter and Linkerati member Corey Collins. Search this real quick here, and then just click check. And oh, does not follow. So Rand isn't following Corey, but it appears Corey is following Rand, and I'm sure Rand will be following Corey soon because he is, as I said, a major player in the SEO industry. So that pretty much covers it for Crowdfire and how you can just kind of quickly use it, every day to manage your Twitter audience and make sure you're following the right people and people that you want to connect with. And so thank you very much for joining me today on Tutorial Tuesday, and until next time, have a great day.